Matt Gay now ready to get this one started. And the NFL on EA Sports is underway. Ty Chandler to return. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. McCarthy starting off with a throw. Finds him over the middle. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. On the move, headed right. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. On play action now, McCarthy. That's a catch, Jalen McMillan. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Back to the air, McCarthy. Has the connection to Hawkinson. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that gives them the first.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And he gets it down to the 13-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Hand off to the back. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown! These guys take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Now it's Will Reichert on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And his guys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Fielded at the 7. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. They've got 1st down from the 31. Airing it out to start this drive. Forced out to his right. Down the run right, throwing deep down the side. He's got it inside the 25. And that is a touchdown. These guys finish off their opening drive. Tony Pollard with the touchdown. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft it and try to stick him deep. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Running back sent in motion left. McCarthy operating from the pistol. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
They put a receiver in motion here left. McCarthy throwing on third down. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
He's got it at the 24. And some nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. Nice 12-yard pickup on the return. And they'll get ready to go on offense. First down, ball at the 36. Throwing now, off play action. Flushed out of the pocket. That throw finds Okonkwo. And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets submerged, he gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
First carry here for Tony Pollard. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Brought down by Javon Hargrave. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
From midfield on 2nd down. It's his running back. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They gain 14 on the play. And they're going to have a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Back now, pressure on its way. Buys time, rolling right. Completed to his running back. And they bring him down around the 34.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
The give on second to Pollard. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10.
That's the end of the first quarter.
We're back, and we'll join this drive already in progress to begin quarter 2. They'll need a big play to continue a nice drive. It's 3rd and very long. Looking to the air here. Has his man. It's Ridley. He runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Play action on first down. Has the connection to Ridley. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll give him a first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Handoff running right. Pollard. And this is down to the 5-yard line before they can stop him. Call it 9 yards. Looks like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Right back to Pollard. And this run doesn't have the juice of that last one. He's stopped at the line. Nothing for them on 2nd down, and now it's 3rd and 1.
Hey, as much as I love talking about these physical matchups, right now this is psychological. This adds some layers to this 3rd down call. Do you try your hand at another run and hope it fares better? Tougher to go back to it again when it just gets stuffed.
Complete beyond the marker. He has the touchdown. Gay to add the extra point. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. Well, that right there is going to draw some significant ire from his coach. Close game, and he makes a critical mistake committing that personal foul.
Yeah, you're already fighting to erase the deficit. You cannot afford to give that offense gifts like that.
And they won't return this, so with the new rules and because it hit in the landing zone first, the touchback will only come out to the 20. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Connects with his back, Aaron Jones. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
1st and 10, here's McCarthy. Taken in by Addison, left side. And he goes out, just needed one more step to reach midfield. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Out of the gun, a gift to Jones. Jukes one defender, and he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now. Receiver in motion, headed right. From the shotgun, McCarthy. He's going deep. And it's picked off, but, pretty clear he was out of bounds, so no interception, incomplete.
That's simply a difficult tightrope walk to stay in bounds on a catch that far downfield. What an effort. Just too difficult a play to make.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. McCarthy now, blitz coming. Quick slant to Hawkinson. They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the first. We've reached the 2-minute warning. New set of downs for him at the 38. Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. McCarthy looking to throw. Brought in left side by Jones. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
They get an even 10 on that play. And it sets up first down.
Biggest difference in the college NFL game, we know this, Kate, it's matchups. Right, that college game, so much more space with the wide hash marks. Not so much in the NFL. You've got to cultivate one-on-ones, cultivate matchups. Using the receiver as a runner, that was a matchup successful for this offense.
Oh, that's a tough one. Couldn't bring in the touchdown clean. It falls incomplete. It's going to be second down.
Oh, that is such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone. We're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better, because they got to make it impact later.
They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. This one falls incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. This throw is caught. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. Working quickly here. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. Got to shake it off and keep on firing.
So after the incomplete pass, here's second and goal. Here's McCarthy to throw. Cut near the goal line. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. Angling this one in from the right hash, the challenge here. Smith able to put it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Here's Reichard set to kick this away. He fields it from the 8. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Pollard. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. You give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Again, a run with Pollard. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. It's a gain of 12 there. And that'll give him a first down.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
They go play action on first. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Pass play now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark. Really, from the first snap through this second half, there have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered. And that's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
It's a kickoff of 11. And they'll have first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
That one way too far up there. They can't connect.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
2nd and 10 now. Chased out to his right. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. We've got third down.
Well, that's a nice job by the defense, Kate, to actually use the 12th defender, and that is the sideline. That throw didn't give the receiver enough real estate to establish possession, and the defense understanding how to use the boundary.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical.
Oh, and they're going to fake this one. Wait for it on the fake, but he couldn't connect with his man. Incomplete. And the fake punt is not going to keep things going, Brock. He winds up short. They're going to turn this football over on downs. Sending a receiver left. 1st and 10. Here's Jones. He locates a couple of yards through that chaos. Roger McCreary brings him down that time. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. Staying on the ground with Jones. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Call it a gain of 6, and they need only 2 now on third down.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
You know, it's fascinating how those routes you run so many times in practice become a whole lot more difficult in the actual game. That was an important 3rd and short to convert. Very surprised to see that play fail.
They send one of the tight ends in motion right. Back to throw it. Brought in right side. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. What a call. They wind up with 12 on 4th down and pull off the conversion. Ball at the 33 for first down. Man in motion here. Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. Oh, shouldn't let that one go. It's intercepted. Look at Xavier Woods in there to pick it off. And they bring him down after the pick and decent return. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Called in left side. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Pass caught by Ridley. How about a big hitter? 30, 40 yards there and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
1st and 10, it's Pollard. And they make the tackle at the 28-yard line. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 28. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody.
Yeah.
And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
Throw on 3rd down. He rolls to his right. Pass is caught at the 9. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
So they'll be set up with a... Goal to go. It's a pass play. He's on the move. And in for the touchdown. Gay to add the extra point. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. Well, I'd say some frustrations at the deficit bleeding over onto the field as they get rung up for the personal foul.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. Frustration and emotion, right? You got to play with emotion, but you can't let emotion play you, and especially when you're digging out of a hole like they are.
So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. From the 38. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. And he'll be across midfield and close to that 45 before going out. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
1st and 10, here's McCarthy. And oh, someone stepped in, it's intercepted. Rudy Ford has it. And a great return comes to an end with the tackle.
Well, that's now his second time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the second on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. Well, they will certainly take that kind of passing from the rookie out of Miami as he gets them the first.
That's pretty impressive, Kate. I mean, to have the awareness, the body control to not just secure the ball, but to keep both feet down on the sideline.
Hand off, running left, Pollard. A lot of grass ahead. He does it, touchdown. These guys making a 3-score game in the 4th. Tony Pollard with the touchdown. Well, Brock started small at first, but then he found that lane, and it was a race to the end zone from that point on.
And it takes a little bit of everybody. How many times do we hear these coaches tell us, if you're going to get a run play for a big gain, it takes the whole group, all 10 of them around him have to do their job. Got to block up front, receivers got to block on the perimeter, they all get it done, and a big chunk run follows.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Chandler now on the return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He fires one deep down the left sideline. Looking for his wide receiver. So 2nd down coming up.
He was covered by Tyson Campbell.
Well, that didn't break out how they thought it would, and they're going to lose the first of their 3 timeouts for their trouble. They send a receiver in motion right. McCarthy trying again on 2nd down. They touch him down, but a great pickup, and it's good for a first. Offense up to the line fast. Throwing on 1st, it's McCarthy. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Back to the air, McCarthy. And that's incomplete, but I do see some laundry on the field. Let's see what this flag is all about. They'll have a new set of downs following that defensive penalty. Slot man motioned over. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. defense in the hurry up here. He sent a man in motion. Another try following the sack. Able to find Hawkinson. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
A gain of 26 yards. And a first down.
McCarthy to throw it. Has the connection to Hawkinson. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. From the shotgun, McCarthy. On the move, headed right. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And he adds some yards to the pick before they bring him down. Oh, man, Brock, somebody, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
We'll get a timeout now as they head out for an injured player, and not someone they want to see hurting. Tony Pollard, the one in need of some attention. They'll run here with Tajay Spears. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a third down on this possession, or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
We've reached the 2-minute warning. These guys close to picking up their 5th win. They put a receiver in motion right. First down, and they go right back to him. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Going to the ground again on first. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down. Timeout taken by the defense. Their second. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Into the hands of Tyler Lockett. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll give him a first down. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. With the win in hand, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out.
This is situational football at its best. There's still some time left to bleed off the clock, but the really important thing here is you've got to bleed every second of that clock that you can.
Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee.
There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless to stop it. You could just run that clock down as far as you're able and take off every single second.
Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd. They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down. So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with the win.